Hello friends, in this video I will tell you more details about the situation in Chelyabinsk, which is a precedent that actually expands the map of actions of the so-called religious extremist sect, which is in the hands that manages everything, and they do it behind the curtain. The chronology of events is very similar and simultaneously in different regions of the globe, even in China. Yes, you heard it right. Even China is under threat from this shadow organization. This extremist organization has been operating since ancient times. It was they who accused Jesus Christ of missionary activity and crucified him. They act when all people are inactive and passive. Former US President Kennedy spoke about this extremist organization telling the truth about their shadowy activities in the United States and around the world. For this, he was killed, because he was telling the truth. Another US President, Reagan, who spoke about the creative society, spoke about self-government of society, about the development of society only in a peaceful way. He was bought by this extremist religion organization, so that he would not tell the truth. The payment for his silence was the term as President of the United States. What they cannot control, they demonize and apply the sect template. They equally manipulate this world in people's minds and put a label of something evil and dangerous. But only they are an extremist and dangerous sect that controls politicians, world politics, international organizations, and the entire flow of manipulative international information. And this happened in the case of the Project Creative Society, which was slandered according to the template, and in a very short time a lot of false articles appeared about it in different countries. Doesn't it make you wonder what kind of power this mysterious sect has, capable of pushing the same thesis through central channels in countries currently in opposition, such as Russia and Ukraine? Previously, false and slanderous articles were ordered in these two countries about Allatra. The rhetoric is the same, only for Russia it is SBU and for Ukraine it's FSB, who supposedly is behind Creative Society and Allatra. An article word by word about Creative Society appeared in British BBC channel, which also broadcast in the USA. And guess what formed the basis of the article on the English channel? Yes, the city of Plask, Chelyabinsk region, and such characters as Sputnik, Metropolitan Alexei, and the rest of them who meet in the sauna. It is clear that these are just small figures, but they are guided by the hand in the shadow, which trembles with fear after hearing about the Creative Society and Allatra. Why? A Creative Society puts life of every human as the highest value. This is a world in which absolutely all people live happily, where there is self-governing society and all people are one big family called humanity, and we all have one home, planet Earth. Allatra is the love of God that all prophets and the Son of God, Jesus Christ, spoke about. It is the light that illuminates everything that is in the shadow, in the darkness. This extremist religious sect dominates in the darkness. They sit in the shadow because they can't stand the light, and they want complete power over humanity. Where do you think the COVID-19 pandemic came from? Pedophilia, cockroaches in the food, etc. I'm sure you guessed it. From those who are called keepers. People like Bill Gates, Rothschilds, and others we hear about in the world news are just puppets in their hands, so that people don't really see those who create and manage all these events. Let's go back to the paid articles. An article of similar content appeared in Germany, but already with reference to the Belarusian book, as well with slander against Allatra IPM and participant Igor Mikhailovich Danilov. In the Czech Republic, articles with the same content are ordered about the Creative Society and Allatra, and that they are the same thing, but in fact these are two different projects, separated from each other. In Poland, articles also being ordered that Allatra is a religious sect But neither Alatra nor creative society has nothing to do with religion. Why does this extremist religious sect, operating according to a template in different countries, orders such articles? Because they want to drag us into their territory, where they write the rules and they are little gods there. That is, to substitute Alatra and creative society under the concept of religion. They want to put a label on Alatra and the creative society as religion. Why are they so afraid of Alatra? Because Alatra reveals the whole truth about them, and they, in turn, are afraid of exposure because there are few of them. And what we see here, my friends, is that this religious extremist sect has no borders and no political barriers. It acts everywhere using all possible tools. And throughout the history, they have destroyed empires such as Roman Empire, the USSR, and continue to operate today, even in China, under the noses of the state bodies. In conclusion, we can say that in this world theater that we see every day, the real initiators of global events are always hidden from us, and we are given figures on whom we should vent our anger, but analyzing and looking at the root of the problematic event, we find this shadow hand. Our strength lies in unity, and we can unite whole world. There are millions of us, and so there will be billions of those who build creative society. Let's speak the truth out loud, my friends.